friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. I'm thrilled to be doing this video today. I'm gonna be talking about Oden's Eye's newest collection, the legendary Diversa collection. This collection is so cool because it was a collab, and not just a collab, a big collab. It was a collab with 3 different influencers, and I'm so proud of them, and I'm just so excited to share this with you. They did send this to me in PR, but this video is not sponsored. I'm making it on my own free will, and I could not be more happy to do so because this is a beautiful collection. This collection consists of 3 lovely palettes, and I just cannot wait to dive into it. Affiliate codes do not work on this collection, but if you plan on picking up this collection and you're shopping their site for some other things, you can use my affiliate code battybean to save 10% on anything else on the site. In this video, I'm going to be playing with all 3 palettes. I'm gonna do swatches of all of them. I'm gonna play with all the palettes together on my eyes today. And then coming soon, I'm gonna do a 3 looks video where I do 1 look for each palette, and I also do plan on doing a look with each palette on my Instagram. So just stay tuned if you wanna see some additional looks. I'm super excited. My brain is already flowing with ideas, and I am just so pumped. Before we get into it though, let me just give you my details. My earrings today are from Spooky Doodle Club on Etsy, and I think I got this choker from shop Sun & Co. But I could be wrong because I've had it a very long time. It's hard to remember where I get everything. Anyways, let's just hop in, do some swatches, chat about the palettes, show you the insides, and then we will get into this look. And at the end of my video, I will give you my thoughts so far on the collection, but I can tell you right now, I'm already so in love. All right, let's dive into it. I don't know where to start. I guess let's just go in alphabetical order. First is the Giant Wolves palette, and this is in collaboration with my friend Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner. This is beautiful. All of these are that book style kind of palette. We have 12 shades in each, a beautiful mixture of mattes and shimmers. There's a couple multi-chromes. This is such a gorgeous palette. I will tell you right now, this is my favorite color story of the 3. Obviously, I love a grungy, swampy, delicious color story. I think this is very unique, and I'm so obsessed and just incredibly proud of Annette. This is amazing. I'm so excited to do my specific looks with this palette because I have so many cool ideas, and it's just beautiful. It is absolutely amazing. Next up is the Hummingbird palette from Tina from the Fancy Face. I adore Tina's videos. I am so proud that she got to have her first collab. This is amazing. It is such a bright, colorful dream, and I feel like it's bright and colorful without it being a traditional rainbow palette, and I love that. Very shimmer focused with really deep, delicious, rich mattes. There is a nice light matte here as well to help blend things out. I adore the shimmers in here. Again, we have a couple really beautiful shifty shadows, and it's just a lot of fun. I have a very specific idea in my mind for this as well, and I'm just so excited for her. She is so deserving of having a collab, and this palette is absolutely stunning. And finally, we have the Red Dragon palette from Judy. I actually was not familiar with Judy before this, and immediately I followed her because she is so cute, and I'm so proud of her as well. This is what the inside looks like. It is so pretty, and especially this time of year, I'm really vibing with this, especially the shade Jade right here. That is gorgeous. I really like this bright red as well. If you're someone who wants to try Oden's Eye, but you don't want something super duper colorful, this might be a good one to look at. I'm really excited about this one. I feel like this could go very dark, warm, grungy, but it could also be very pretty and glamorous. I'm really pumped about this. I think it's gorgeous, and again, there's really beautiful shifty shadows in here as well. I love that all 3 of these palettes are so uniquely different, and they're all with completely unique different collaborators. They all have individual videos on their channels as well, so you can go check those out where they talk about the theme and their inspiration and the meaning behind everything. I'm so excited about this collection. It's a very exciting moment for the brand and for these collaborators, and I'm so happy that I got the opportunity to try these palettes early and play with them for you guys. Okay, I think I've said it all for now. Let's just go ahead and move forward and play with these eyeshadows. I am so excited to dive into these 3 palettes. They're so beautiful, and I'm just so excited for the collaborators. This is amazing. I actually did use this shade Serene from the Red Dragon palette as my blush today, and it looks super cute. And then in the Giant Wolves palette, I used Astral as my face highlight, and it's also super cute. Just wanted to throw that out there. I couldn't decide what blush and highlight to use, so I looked to my palettes to see if there were options. So yeah, I have a plan in my head because I was sitting here for a while really looking at this set of palettes and kind of deciding what I'd want to pair from each palette, because I wanted to try to kind of pull equal amounts of things from each palette so I could, I don't know, just kind of combine them all pretty equally. And then I'm going to do my separate looks with all the palettes as well at another date. Yeah, I have a rough idea. I want to do something kind of grungy, colorful. Do I ever do anything else? So to prime, I'm gonna use my KVD Beauty Shake Primer. I started using this again recently. I tried it for the first time last year and I remember liking it, but then I just kind of stopped using it. And I forgot how much I actually do like this. I think it's kind of nice. And my Smashbox lid primer ran out anyways, so time for something new. You just kind of shake it up until it's all mixed and then you put like one dot on each eye. It comes out in like a little dropper, like this. Honestly, I'm surprised that I like this primer because usually I like something that has like pigment to it and coverage, but this, I don't know, I like it. You just kind of blend it on and then you wait for it to dry completely, then you are good to go. I'm thinking, let me start with my outer area. I'm gonna dip into the Hummingbird palette and I'm gonna take Star Apple, this beautiful deep purple. I'm just gonna take that on this pencil brush from Spectrum. It's an A12 and I'm just gonna really pack it in this outer corner and a little bit on the lower lash line as well, really smoke it out. I hope you're having a lovely day. I'm getting ready for work on a Thursday. I don't know what today's date is, the 15th, 16th, who even knows? I think this video is going up in a couple of days. Oh, I'm so excited. And I'm gonna start filming my 3 looks video with this collection starting tomorrow. So I'll have that video up as soon as I can after this video gets uploaded. Just stay tuned. Look how rich and delicious that purple is. Ooh, that's so good. I wanna keep that focused really just kind of out here, and I'm gonna use another shade to help blend and smoke this out, and I'm doing something completely different on the inner part. So now dipping into the Giant Wolves palette, I'm gonna take a Blaze, this beautiful kind of fuchsia purpley pink color. I'm gonna take that on this Luxie brush. It's a Luxie 229. It's kind of like a short blending brush. Just gonna tap in, tap it off, and I'm gonna hold the edge of my brush that I have very light pressure. And I'm just very, very softly gonna start working at the edges of this just to get it nice and diffused and blown out and looking super smoky. I'm already obsessed with that. I think that's so pretty. I already have so many ideas buzzing in my head for looks that I'm gonna do with these palettes. I'm so excited. Next palette in particular, the Giant Wolves palette, I wanna do something super witchy because I'm getting all the nature witch vibes from this color story. Oh, I love that combination of colors. These two purples play so pretty together. I love it. All right, I wanna start with the inner part now. I'm gonna dip back into the Giant Wolves palette and I'm gonna take the shade Desolate here, this beautiful deep green. I'm gonna take that on this Colourpop E9 brush. It's kind of like a longer pencil brush, a little bit bigger. And I am gonna focus that all up here. And again, I'm gonna use another shade to buff this out, so I don't wanna take it up too high. I wanna just start placing this shape down. For the most part, I want it to stay really tight in the middle and then kind of blow out a little bit more towards the front to give a little bit more of that grungy eye shape. I feel like when you put a lot of focus towards that front of the brow, it really kind of feeds into that. Now I'm gonna be careful kind of blending the purple and green next to each other because they are fairly far apart on the color wheel, so sometimes they can muddy out. But because these are a little bit more on kind of that darker grungy side, they're gonna work better than if they were like a bright grass green with like a bright purple. I'm already obsessed with this. Okay, now I'm dipping into the Red Dragon palette and I'm gonna take Jade. This is one of my favorite shades out of all 3 palettes. Love a good chartreuse, you already know. I'm gonna take that on this Spectrum B06 fluffy brush and I am going to go to town on this front part of my eye. Again, I'm using very like little motions. I'm not using a ton of pressure. Just going at it very slowly, putting more focus up here towards the brow. And then I'm just gonna lightly blend as we get through here. And I'm not gonna take it out here towards the purples because that's doing its own thing. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this already. I know it's kind of scary right where the purple and green meet, but that'll all flow together soon, don't you worry. So now I'm gonna take the shade Ablaze, that kind of fuchsia pinky purple from the Giant Wolves palette on that Luxie fluffy brush. Very, very lightly, like barely any pressure. I'm just gonna lightly start putting these a little closer together. I'm gonna wing it out just a teeny bit more. All right, I'm pretty content with that because now we're gonna do a half cut crease and that's gonna kind of connect where all that is kind of doing a weird thing anyways. So yeah, I'm loving this. I think it's beautiful. I'm gonna take this flat brush from MOTD Cosmetics and my NYX glitter primer because I use it with every shimmer ever. Helps me be precise and it also helps me make the shimmers pop to their fullest potential. Just gonna put a little bloop of that right there. And then squish that across the lid. And then I'm gonna just start mapping out where I want my half cut crease to be. On my eye shape, I like it to go slightly above my natural crease and just following the natural roundness of my eyeball. I just kind of tuck it in there and just feel the roundness. It's gonna kind of vary depending on what your eye shape is. This is what works best for me so that you can really see everything and I'm not risking any transfer going up onto my crease. Okay, so now we're dipping into the Hummingbird palette again. I'm gonna take the shade Fancy. It's such a beautiful multi-chrome. I think that I'm gonna fade 2 shimmers across the lid, but depending on what Fancy looks like by itself, I might just do Fancy and then use the other shimmer on the lower lash line. I'm a little undecided. I am going to just start plopping that on. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. I really might let this have its own moment by itself. These collaborators just absolutely killed it. Obviously, I haven't used everything on my eyes yet, but I can already tell you. I mean, the second I saw the palettes, I was like, that's amazing. And I love how they're all so different. Vastly different color stories from vastly different people, and I think that's so cool. Oden's Eye picked amazing people for this. Oh, I'm so torn because I really do want to just put this all over the eyes and let it do its thing. Okay, I think I'm gonna change course a little bit. I'm gonna put this mostly all over the lid. I'm gonna leave a little gap right here in the bottom, but for now I'm just going to pack it all over. Oh, it's so sparkly and beautiful. That's amazing. I'm happy I did that. And then I'm actually doing something I wasn't planning on doing. I'm gonna take this shade down here called Hummingbird in the same palette from the Hummingbird palette. I wasn't gonna use this shade, but now I am. Just taking this dense brush from Colourpop. It's an E26. And with this, I just want to just add some depthy shimmer right here. Like it's not gonna overtake what I've already put down, but I just wanted to have just a really nice purple shimmer to kind of blend into for that outer corner area. Oh yeah, I'm very happy with that. Just gonna tippy tap along that edge to make sure it blends nice. And now I'm gonna take my little pencil brush that I used with the darkest purple, wiping it off so there's no like major product buildup and just making sure it blends from matte to shimmer nicely. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, let me take my last shimmer that I wanna use from the Red Dragon palette, because I've only used 1 shade in here and I wanna use another. I'm gonna take Luna. And I want to smudge that on my lower lash line. My initial plan was Fancy into Luna, but I just feel like Fancy is having its moment. I want it to continue having its moment. So I'm gonna smudge Luna on the lower lash line. I'm just taking another pencil brush. Anything will do you good. I want to just tuck that right here in the front part of my lower lash line. I love a lower lash line shimmer, especially a shimmer like these when they're so glitzy and sparkly. I'm gonna take my blending brush that I used with that lighter pinky purple just to make sure that the lines are all blended. Oh, that's really pretty. That added really nice dimension down there. Let's see, so technically I guess I've used 3 shades from the Red Dragon because I did use 1 as my blush. I've used 3 shades from the Hummingbird palette because I used the dark purple, Fancy, and Hummingbird. And from Giant Wolves, technically I've also used 3. I used Astral as my highlight and then the 2 mattes. What do I want in my inner corner? You know, I think I'm just gonna use Astral, the same thing I used as my face highlight from the Giant Wolves palette. Because I think that'll be really pretty. And I don't want anything so colorful in my inner corner with how colorful my eyes are. I love this combination on my eyes. This might be one of my favorite eye looks I've done in a hot minute. And I feel like I've done some pretty cute looks lately, if I do say so myself, but I'm really liking this one. I'm so obsessed with this. I think this is gorgeous. I'm going to repeat it on the other eye, throw on my lashes, eye pencil, and something on my lips, and I'll be back when I'm complete. All right, here's my look complete. I think it came out so pretty. I'm obsessed with this. I love this combination of colors, the olive with the pink and fuchsia purple. It's all doing good things for me. I'm so excited about it. I'm so pumped about these palettes and I cannot wait to keep playing with them. The pencil I threw in my waterline today is the Blaze Lip Pencil from LA Girl. I've mentioned before, I've used these in my eyes for years and they don't irritate me personally. And I don't switch between my eyes and lips. It's just my eyes. I've been using this one a lot lately. I guess it's just been the vibe, but I thought it would go perfect with that lower lash line. My lashes are the style Fallon from Noella Lashes, and on my lips, of course, I went with Hazel from Black Moon Cosmetics, the end-all be-all of olive lips. I just thought it would go so cool with that inner corner part of my look and really tie that in, and I'm really glad I chose this lip because I think it's a cool addition. So yeah, I think that says it all. Let me zoom out and I will give you just my thoughts so far on everything. All right, how was that? Did you enjoy my tutorial? Do you like my look? I'm so obsessed with this look. Again, I think it's one of my favorite looks I've done in a little while. I just love this combination of colors. I love the placement. These shadows are beautiful. Honestly, I'm not gonna dive in too deep about my thoughts on these yet. One, just because I haven't used everything, and two, because I'm already just so in love. Point blank, I'm in love. I have not had any issues so far. They all blended like a dream. These shimmers are magical. The mattes are beautiful. I love the color stories all three creators created, and I can't wait to keep playing with them more. Obviously, I'll give you more of my thoughts in my like multiple looks video and things like that after I've tried these shadows more, but I do love Oden's Eye as a brand. They're one of my absolute favorites, and these color stories are gorgeous. I don't see myself having any problems with them. I'm very excited, and I just can't wait to play with them some more. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you plan on picking any of these up? Which color story is your favorite of the three? I'm so pumped, and I can't wait to chat about it with you. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave me, I don't know, leave me your favorite animal emoji. Since all of these are animal inspired, I would love to know. I feel like that is just fitting, and if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot, and if you're not already, you can follow me on my socials. You can join the battybean fam. I post every single day on Instagram, and I'm frequently posting on TikTok and Twitter as well. Also, you can subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I'm posting most days here as well, usually 4 to 6 days a week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.